Hi everyone, welcome back to the Denied by the Crossbar podcast. I'm your host Darryl and I'm here with Nick. How you doing, bro?
All good. Tottenham got beat today by us, so happy days. Say hello to QPR.
Okay, we obviously cover loads of different football on this podcast. I'm going to talk about West Brom. We haven't really spoken about West Brom before. West Brom sack Eric Ramsey after 9 games in charge. Obviously, they had Ryan Mason in from ex Tottenham player Ryan Mason earlier on the season. They were in the bottom three, so they got rid of him 9 games ago. Eric Ramsey, he was at Minnesota. He's left his job in Minnesota to come over. And he's been sacked after 9 games. I just think that's harsh, you know. You've got to give someone more than 9 games. Come on.
I mean, if you're not winning those games, and it's going to jeopardise you in that league.
But they're still above the relegation zone now. They're not even in the relegation zone now, though.
There seems to be a reoccurring thing at the moment. It's a real shame with managers coming over from the MLS. You have Wilfred Nancy at Celtic, and
Yep.
then you've got this Eric Ramsey guy. Is the level just too big? Is the gap just too big between the MLS and either the Scottish League or the Championship? West Brom fans, let us know. Do you think you're getting relegated? Because West Brom were once, a decent Premiership side, and,
Well,
and,
they
and
play
now.
yo-yo. They played yo-yo like Fulham a little bit up and down, for just hovering all the time, you know.
Yeah, and the same with Leicester as well. They look like they're gonna go as well.
But this going back to Eric Ramsey though, do you not think he's just ruined his reputation now? Would he get
Big,
another decent job though?
no, I don't think anyone would take a gamble on him. And I think if they do, it would be lower down the pyramid, like a League Two, bottom League One club. And even then, I just don't think he would. I think the MLS is. Look, I like the MLS. I do watch it, but is it of the standard of the Championship and other leagues? Absolutely not. Especially the defending side of things, Daryl. I mean, I've been to a few MLS games, and yeah, the defending is absolutely shocking.
Yeah. But let me ask you another question. We'll put this probably for another show. I'm sidestepping a little bit. Do you not think that? Listen, Watford are on to their. I don't know how many managers they've had this season. I think they're on to their third manager this season as well. Watford, and we know what they're like as a whole. But do you not think that there should be some type of protection for the managers? I personally think there should be something in place where you're only allowed to change your managers in transfer windows. Something needs to be done. You can't be having 3 managers in a year. You can't be doing a Nottingham Forest. I think that's unfair. I think that's wrong. I think that's if you're a footballer, you couldn't get them in and sack them like that because they've got a contract. You have to pay them a whole contract out. Do you know what I mean? I think there needs to be some sort of laws that protects these managers a little bit. I know they're disposable. I get it, and I know they're getting paid decent money, but I think there should be something there. Maybe you can't change your managers more than twice a year or any time during the
No,
year.
I'd agree. Yeah.
There needs to be something there because, to be honest, it's a mockery, bro. It's a joke. Every time I look down, there's someone else changing. You're like, that's the second time this year. It's just too much. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what you think, bro. That's my opinion on it.
Do you know what? I've never really thought into it too much, but it's a very good statement to make. I think it should be 2 managers a year. And if you do maybe change your manager for a third time, maybe the club gets a fine or something like that. Because it
Something in
is,
place, bro.
yeah, it is an unfair advantage. Because say, for example, like a team like, I don't know, let's just say for argument's sake, a team like Burnley, right? They're not exactly, the richest club in the league. And then you compare them with like Nottingham Forest, that Marinakis can just change managers like monopoly money. Burnley wouldn't have the
Financial resources to do it.
financial resources to do that. And obviously Forest do. So I think it should be maybe capped at 2 managers a year. 2 managers a season.
2 managers a season, I think that's fair enough. I just think this whole every time they come in for 9 games, he's terrible, sack him. Okay, for instance, there's what they say. I think there's probably like 15 games in the championship left, so they get someone else in now. They're on their third manager. What happens if he comes in and loses his first 5? We're gonna sack him. It becomes a joke. Your club becomes a bit of a laughing stock. As much as Watford, they say they're successful. How? How
No,
many
they're not
times
successful.
how many times have they been successful in the Premier League in the last 10 years? How many managers have they had? I think it's was like 17 or 18 managers in the last how many years? It's ridiculous.
Not only that, they've gone back to that manager, that Garcia guy, about 4 times now.
But he's resigned the other day. He walked out. He came in and walked out after a month, didn't he?
Yeah. Guys, football fans in general, let us know in the comments below. Do you think that the manager sacking managers should be capped to, a certain figure? There should be 2 a season, or let us know, guys, because it's not something that's really been covered before, I don't think.
Yeah, we,
We
we,
want to
we
hear.
dive into it for a bit further another time. They're saying that Slaven Bilic is one of the favourites. Slaven Bilic would be an excellent signing for them. That's what they need. They need a manager who's managing in the league, in the championship, managing the Premier League, who's got experience. I know it got a bit sour at West Ham. I thought he did a really good job there. I think he's a really
Yeah.
good man. I like Slaven Bilic. I think he's one of the good guys out there. I really like him. I think whatever job he's put forward, I think he tries his best. I think has he managed at West Brom before?
Oh, is he? Yes, he has.
He was decent there. Wherever he's been, I think he does a decent job.
What is he favourites for West Brom or Watford? Because he's
West
managed
Brom,
at Watford.
West Brom, straight for West Brom job. This is what I heard yesterday.
I'm sure he managed Watford as well.
Really? It
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me. Listen, he's got that pedigree to get you up. He's not. I don't know. He's brought you up, and like after his first season, he kind of falls away like he did at West Ham. But he can get you up. He's got good experience. He's got good contacts, and I think he's a really good. I really don't know what
No, he done well at West Ham. They got into Europe under Slaven Bilic.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's a good manager. You know, I think.
Yeah, I think they finished sixth or seventh. I think they finished under him, and then next season after that, he just crumbled away. I quite like Slaven Bilic. He's got
I
that
really
sort
like
of
him.
he's got that
He's got like a serious demeanor, but I can see. But when you see him around the players and stuff, you can tell he has fun with them. But he comes across as quite like a,
cold.
like
Yeah,
a school teacher type of role. Whenever I see him in players, he was having a good time, having a laugh with them as well. You know, and obviously I
yeah.
remember him back in his playing days. He's always been, he's a good player, man. I like him. Okay, let's finish up with Premflix. Have you heard what's happening? The Premier League are going to try streaming their own Premier League games on trial in Singapore in the summer, they reckon, and that's hopefully in the future to obviously each club can have their own streaming service. You can watch each game as you want. Question is, bro, is this the end of Sky Sports, bro?
Is that the Netflix? Is that the Netflix
They're going to
thing?
do like a collab where the Prem are going to start in Singapore. They're going to trial it. Each club will have their own streaming service. So you can, for instance, watch all your Fulham games. You don't have to subscribe to Sky Sports and BT Sports to watch all these, and Amazon, and watch all these different subscriptions. You can just watch your team, pay for your team. You know,
My subscription's my season ticket.
I hear you. I'm just saying, but generally as a whole, but that could be the end of Sky Sports. I know Sky Sports have done well for the Premier League over the last how many 20 odd 30 years, but this could be the end of them.
I've actually got a bit of a different opinion on Sky Sports. I kind of think they've killed English football in a way. I think they've killed it because when Sky came in, the games were on the telly, people stopped going to the games, and then obviously now you've got all these mad kickoff times where it could be like Sunderland away on a Sunday at
Sunday night,
12:30,
stupid. Yeah,
or an 8 o'clock kickoff in Newcastle on a Monday. How do they expect fans to get there? Yeah, it could potentially be the end of Sky Sports, but if it's just going to jump to another streaming service, it's going to cost the same amount of money. It's not really going to change anything, to be honest.
Do you not think so? Well,
Not necessarily.
for instance, you've got to have a Sky subscription, haven't you? And
Yeah,
Sky,
which is about 100 quid a month. You might as well just buy a season ticket. It's cheaper.
if you're at Arsenal, that's about 2-3 grand, isn't it? Well, I know it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
But yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens. Anyways, listen, the Premier League are a massive brand. It's about time they try to, have their own thing. They're big enough and rich enough and waste enough money on PJMOL and training referees and doing VAR nonsense to try and bring the price of the product. They're a massive brand to help the fans out. And not be funny, I don't want to have, everyone wants to have a Sky, and you got to have Sky to watch all the games. You have Sky, BT, and Amazon as well for this in the Christmas and some of the games. It's nonsense, It's ripping
That's
everyone
close.
off.
That's close to like £250 a month or 200 quid a month. You might as well just go to the games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'll tell you what you say it's trying to kill the game, but that's why they have the 3 p.m. blackout, isn't it? So they can't show us 3 p.m. games, isn't it?
Well, there ain't many of them anymore, Daryl, because like I explained, you're getting bloody Sunderland away on a Sunday at 2 o'clock and flipping Newcastle away on a Monday night at 8 p.m. It's just like unsustainable, and they wonder why. Oh, they go Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher. Oh yeah, well fans. There's not really any fans going. Well, I mean, who wants to do a journey to Newcastle on a Monday night?
Yeah, it's true. All right, moving away from the Premier League, last one. Bodo Glimt beat Inter Milan at the San Siro, bro. They embarrassed him. They knocked him out, and they embarrassed him out of the Champions League. They're 6 points clear in the Italian league. Do you know that? How embarrassing is that? Listen to this. The population of Bodo Glimt is 55,000. So if you had them in the San Siro, every person from their flipping town, there would still be 20,000 seats in the San Siro left. How about that?
It's great for Norwegian football.
Great for Norwegian football, but that's bad for Italian football, bro.
Aren't they the second? Is it the first or the second Norwegian team to make it out? Make it to the last? What? Isn't it the last 16 of the Champions League.
Yeah, they're the first, aren't they?
Nutsman's a great manager. He really is. I'm surprised that no one's interested
I
in
thought the same thing
in
a
the
few months
Premier
ago.
League.
I was like, why isn't no one taking this guy? But yeah, I had to get that in because that's a story, bro.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah,
an
yeah.
absolute story to get there. Remember, their season finished in November. You know, they haven't played football for 2 months.
And they nearly went bankrupt, and they were selling. I think I don't know how true this is. So if there's any Bodo Glimt fans who could correct me, I think they were sort of selling fish to pay the players and things like that.
Wow.
So yeah, great story. I like. I've got a real soft spot for Bodo Glimt, just how well they're doing. They're sort of underdogs.
Well,
Underdog story. Really good underdog story.
they beat Atletico Madrid. They've beaten Man City. Look at the millions of Man City have got. They've beaten bloody Inter Milan. And next round they got Sporting.
Last se-
Apparently they're going
last
to do
season,
Sporting.
last season they beat Tottenham and they beat Celtic as well.
Did they really? That's crazy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Did they play Tottenham twice? I know they got a draw at one point. Tottenham drew with them at one point as well.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not too sure. I'm not too
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It was either a draw or a loss.
But what a story that is, though.
Where do you think they get to in the Champions League? Do you think
I
they
think
could
they got,
go all
I
the
think,
way?
I think they got Sporting next one. I think they beat Sporting. I really do. So I reckon they're going to get to the quarterfinals. Imagine if they get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. That's putting some big teams to shame. You know that.
Do you think they could do an Ajax? Get to the semis or something like that?
I don't know because I think the next round, if they beat Sporting, I think they get Arsenal.
Look, they beat City. I definitely think they could give Arsenal a game.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good shout. To get through this far in the league, so far in it, they've done really well. Let's just put it that way. Whatever it is from here on is a bonus, bro. You know, but yeah, big up to Bodo Glimt, man. I love them stories. Do you know what I mean? Love that. You know. But yes, my bro, thank you for jumping on, man.
You're welcome.
You know. But yeah, I know you're still happy about that win. So where are you lot in the table now? Anyway, the quick one. Where are you lot in the
We
table?
are eighth. We are 3 points behind Brentford. Yeah, we're eighth.
Tight
We're
United third, you know.
not good, is it?
United third. What? I got no words. I'm jumping
Yeah.
off. All right, we'll leave it there. Guys, thank you so much for the support on all the platforms. We really appreciate it. We're trying to get 1,000 subs, so please sub and you got a chance to win some Night by the Crossbars merchandise, which we are doing now. So yeah, we will
Get us to that 1,000 subs, guys. Come on.
need the subs. Please jump on, pass it on, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so the podcast comes straight through to you guys. Thanks again, Nick. Appreciate it, bro.
You're welcome.